Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The 2021 Auto Awards celebration is about to begin.
Good evening and welcome to the 26th annual Overcoming the Odds Awards celebration. My name is Catherine Ella Wood and this is my lovely assistant, Mike. And I am incredibly honored to return as your host for the second year in a row. Student advocacy has been, for me, a bright shining light through the past year. Not only is their work contributing substantially to the lives of the students they serve, but it is the kind of work that leaves an impact, builds relationships, and changes policy. Last year, I had an inkling of just how profound their work was, but at the end of the gala, when my living room was quiet once again, I was hit with such intense joy and gratitude for the privilege of being a part of this community and its mission, even for one night. The advocates, board of directors, students and counselors, the honorees and their families all work tirelessly to improve educational quality and access for students most in need. Tonight's honorees are a shining example of how all young people flourish, given the right tools and support. As the daughter of a preschool teacher, I've always stood in awe of how much love, care, time, and insight my mom poured into each student's growth. During the holidays, our home was flooded with gifts for Miss Jackie. In my mother's honor, I'd like to start a new cheer that goes something like 1, 2, 3. Those who can't teach contribute in any other way they can, whether by hosting an online gala or by offering direct contributions to enable the continued and consistent work of those who can. Break! I'm not sure how well my phrase will catch on, but who knows, might end up on a t-shirt. Either way, I am forever committed to being an ambassador for student advocacy and to ensuring that every child and teacher has access to the education and resources they require. Each of you is here tonight because you're a gift to this community. Whether this is your first gala or your 39th year, thank you for being here in support of the Student Advocacy Initiative. Wherever you are in the world, please know your presence is felt by each of our honorees. You're also welcome to make your support known in the chat. You can applaud, congratulate, celebrate, and even ask questions throughout the night. Tonight, I'd like to give a very special thank you to Goldfarb Properties, our corporate Champion for Children sponsor. They have not only made direct contributions to our work, but have given their time and insight to the organization as well. And now I'd like to welcome our board chair and my personal style icon, Jill Bernstein. Jill's steadfast dedication to student advocacy has helped expand our organization's reach over the years and has guided us through the most challenging of times. She has served on the board for 7 years and as board chair for 4. Her skill as an educator and strategic growth consultant has amplified student advocacy's voice, expanded our community. Please join me in welcoming our board chair, Jill Bernstein.
Welcome. I'm Jill Bernstein, board chair at Student Advocacy, and I want to thank you for spending time with us this evening. There are several hundred friends, donors, and community partners who signed up to be with us tonight, and I am so very grateful for that. My favorite part of our Overcoming the Odds evening is watching our honorees absorb the support and pride of the community gathered to celebrate them. And while we aren't in person this year, these students, as well as their family and friends, are watching. So as you hear their stories, feel free to share your enthusiasm using the chat box. Tonight, we've all come together to celebrate our honorees for the incredible people that they are and the determination, resilience, and grit they've shown to overcome their challenges. Something else I love about this event is that so many people join us year after year. But for those of you less familiar with our work, I'll tell you a little about student advocacy. The educational environment that works for one child may not work for another. Learning styles, life experience, physical and emotional challenges, these all play a role in what a child needs to be successful in the classroom. For 39 years, we have been providing assistance to Westchester and Putnam County youth who are struggling in school and at risk for failing or dropping out. We have a team of 9 advocates on staff who collectively have nearly 100 years of experience with our agency. They're trained in education law and also have a deep understanding of learning needs and the school-based supports that work for students with specific challenges. Our staff works collaboratively with school district personnel to craft programs composed of services and supports that address each child's unique needs. We believe that every child can succeed if provided with the right opportunities. Some of the students you'll meet tonight have been our clients and some have not. We solicit nominations from school districts as well as our staff because we believe that all students deserve the opportunity to be acknowledged and celebrated for working so diligently to overcome their challenges. Before you meet this year's honorees, I'd like to share a little about our new executive director, who you'll meet shortly, Diane Rosenthal. With over 30 years of experience in nonprofit management and a lifelong belief in the transformative power of education, Diane is passionate about serving diverse communities. She is smart, collaborative, strategic, and a pleasure to work with. Diane joined us just 3.5 months ago and has won over both board and staff. With that said, enjoy the evening and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jill, for your incredible leadership and style. Apparently, I'm not the only one who also appreciates it. Your expertise as an educator and organizer is a huge benefit to student advocacy's growth and expansion. I'd also like to thank our Champion for Children sponsors for their generosity. Your contributions are an investment in education and in students who most need it. To make a donation this evening, just click the donate button below, visit our website, or make a pledge in the chat. Our goal is to get to $400,000 tonight. I think we can do it. Oh, and I'm just learning that Andrew Tombach and Sally Strauss donated $3,000. Thank you so much for your contribution. That's incredible. Okay, it is also my pleasure to introduce our executive director, Diane Rosenthal. As Jill mentioned, Diane is smart, collaborative, and strategic. Her over 30 years of experience in educational and human rights nonprofits is an incredible lifetime gift to student advocacy. While being a nonprofit in the world can be challenging, Diane remains incredibly kind, uplifting, and warm-spirited. Please join me in welcoming our fabulous executive director, Diane Rosenthal.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to be part of this remarkable organization. I am grateful to be here with all of you. Thank you for joining together this evening in recognizing 4 wonderful young people in our community, Vincent, Sissy, Jared, and Julian, who have met life's challenges with determination and grace. Tonight is about them and the many young people who have faced challenges and overcome. We are excited for you to meet tonight's honorees. It has been a difficult year, yet at some point, each of us has been uplifted by the support of others. We have been on a shared journey, and when at our best, working toward a common goal. Student advocacy is unique in our community. We are the only organization exclusively devoted to providing legally based educational advocacy to help families navigate the complexities of special education and receive the services to which they are legally entitled. And for almost every family, our services are provided at no cost. During a year like no other, our team made the transition to providing services remotely, so those children most impacted by COVID would not be left behind, and we could continue to be a stabilizing force in their lives. In partnership with dedicated school personnel, we achieved creative and appropriate solutions for over 550 children. However, in Westchester County alone, there are 22,000 children, or 15% of the school-aged population, who are identified as students with disabilities, and these numbers are significantly underreported. Each of you watching tonight matters and makes a difference. Your financial support sustains our work so we can continue to reach a greater number of students who require individualized support and the chance for a brighter future. I want to thank our Champion for Children corporate sponsor, Goldfarb Properties, and the many generous supporters with us this evening. I also want to thank our board of directors, led by Jill Bernstein, our devoted board chair, who encourage us with their commitment and vision. I want to express my appreciation to our expert advocates, led by Stephanie Chapman, our legal director, and the entire staff who believe in the transformative power of education. To all of our friends and partners, a sincere thank you, especially the Westchester County Youth Bureau and its executive director, Dr. Harris Madden. Now it's time to listen to tonight's honorees, whose voices of courage and determination will inspire and uplift us, and to thank their families, teachers, school counselors, mentors, and advocates for being on this journey with them. Yes, all children can achieve their dreams. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. I agree. All children can achieve their dreams. Vincent, Sissy, Jared, and Julian are shining examples of the students we serve and the potential unlocked when someone looks beyond their circumstances and recognizes their potential. Their whole trajectory has changed, and the unfolding of their journey has just begun. For 39 years, student advocacy has also been on a journey to increase equity and access to educational resources for our most vulnerable children who, because of physical or learning disabilities, emotional challenges or trauma, gender identity, race, ethnicity, poverty, immigrant or English language learner status, sexual orientation, homelessness, or involvement in the foster care or juvenile justice systems, have been at some point in their young lives at risk for academic failure or dropping out of school. These 4 students, these 4 honorees, along with the 550 students we serve and the thousands more we've yet to reach, we're all on a journey toward our dreams. Collectively, these young people are the promise of a brighter future and a better world, one filled with the diversity of contributors, a new set of leadership, and policies that evolve to meet the needs even more keenly of the next generation. If you'd like to be a catalyst for the furthering of this work, click the donate button below, make a pledge in the chat box, or visit our website to give a contribution. I'd like to give a shout out to Jalissa Vasquez for your donation of $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We can all give some Jalissa snaps wherever you are in the world. We're all applauding for you, Jalissa. I know you can hear it, kind of. We couldn't be more grateful and excited for how student advocacy is evolving and just how far each contribution will go. Our ultimate goal, as I said before, is $400,000 tonight, which will drive our work and allow us to expand the reach of our capacities and help advocate for even more students. Folks, I thank you so much for helping us with your contributions. I'd like to thank PCSB for their gift of $2,500. Yes, okay, thank you, PCSB. And now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming our first honoree of the evening, Jared Thomas and his advocate, Elena Steinberg.
Hi, I'm Elena Steinberg. I'm an education advocate and I work at Student Advocacy. I nominated Jared to be honored with an Otto Award this year.
My name is Jared Thomas and I received the Overcoming the Odds Award.
I've been working with Jared and his parents since he's been in elementary school, and he has made such tremendous strides over the years, and I'm very, very proud of him. Jared has a language impairment, which makes it difficult for him to understand spoken language and also to express language.
There was a time where Jared couldn't put words together. If you said, how was your day today? His response would be today. Or what did you eat? His response would be eat. And we got him early intervention when he was 3. As a parent, when you see something is wrong with your child and you're not sure how to communicate with him or her, and now I can have conversations with him. Now I see he's teachable.
He's hardworking and he's patient and he's diligent and he has tremendous perseverance. And because of those characteristics, he has stayed in school and he's graduating in June with a Regents diploma.
You have to be very open to seek help. But once you embrace that and you kind of share your story, you network, you learn. Sometimes you have to tell your business to get the information that you need to move a little further. I have no problem with speaking to someone if it's going to help me or my son or even the person I'm talking to, because you need to talk. You need to seek help because somebody has that information, or they can tell you where to go or who to talk to, that you may get the help that you ultimately need.
Once Jared got into the appropriate program, they were able to give him the right kind of support so he could make tremendous academic strides.
For the last 5-6 years, I can only attest to whatever services and program Jared has been placed in has been to student advocacy, Elena Steinberg.
Jared is a real champion, but his mom, who has been his biggest supporter and wonderful advocate, she's also a real champion here. And I just want to say how proud I am of Jared and how honored I am to be able to work with Jared and his family during these many years.
When I heard Jared won the award, well, first of all, that he was nominated, and then even more excited when he won the award. I was really, really excited for him because I know the struggle that he's gone through over the years just to go to school and be understood. So I was really, really excited and proud.
I was so thrilled to find out that Jared is being honored this way. He has worked so diligently in school for so many years, and I can think of no better candidate to receive this honor.
And the reason why I got the award is because mostly the amount of times I did good in school, like finishing up the subjects. I would like to thank the 3 people for helping me to get through. The first one being Ms. Steinberg for being my advocate and fighting for me to get the services and placements in Irvington High School. And the second one is a friend of mine named Mike Turner, who was treating me with respect even though I have disabilities. I would like to thank my mom for helping me.
Jared, congratulations on being an honoree for the Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Award. Your dad and I are so proud of you. The sky is the limit for you. We want you to continue to work as hard as you've been and be proud of yourself and your accomplishments. There's nothing you cannot do. And just stay positive and focus and believe in yourself. To the other children who won the Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Awards, we as a community are all proud of you. We may not all understand, but we respect your struggle. And we encourage you, or I encourage you, to believe in yourself and to continue to fight what you believe is right for you. Hold on to your dream big. The world is at your feet, and don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do or you cannot accomplish. And if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish any and everything.
I'd like to say hi and congratulations to the others for winning the award. Thank you, Ms. Steinberg, and thank you for the student advocacies.
Thank you, Jared, for your incredible perseverance, and congratulations on all the great work you're doing in school. Yes, congratulations, Jared. Congratulations to your family, to your mom and dad, and to your advocate, Elena Steinberg. You are all a shining inspiration of overcoming the odds. Your joy, Jared, is infectious, and we're so honored we get to know you. As your mom mentioned, Jared, it is so important to ask for help. Your presence here tonight encourages us to believe in the power of community and the need for education. Thank you for helping us advocate for young people and their education, and for helping them to, as Jared's mom said, accomplish each and everything they can. Oh, I have a goal progress update for us. We are now at 332,000. So just under 70,000 to get to our goal. That's really, really exciting. I believe in us. I do. I have confidence. And we also have received some support from our corporate champion for children sponsor, Goldfarb Properties. They're sponsoring this event for the second year. So thank you very much, Goldfarb Properties. They actually recorded a message for us for tonight. So here's a little word from them to all of us. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Josh Goldfarb. I'm a partner here at Goldfarb Properties, where we work to uplift our communities by offering residential housing solutions and property management services across 5 diverse regions. I can't tell you how thrilled we are to be included in such an inspiring event with student advocacy. As community advocates ourselves, we believe that with the right tools and support, every student and every community is capable of achieving greatness. This is living proof of just that. To the 4 remarkable students being celebrated, congratulations on all of your accomplishments, relentlessness, determination. You remind us that life's obstacles can be our most valuable asset in achieving success. Thank you to student advocacy for all that you do.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you, Goldfarb Properties. Yay! We are on a shared journey with a common goal, and it means so much when those who can give. Click below to donate, to support student advocacy, and help us reach our goal tonight. No amount is too small, and every bit helps us get further along to helping more students achieve their dreams. So let's just see how far we can go tonight. I'd also like to thank our Ambassador for Advocacy sponsor, Tracy and Michael Nathanson. Thank you very much. I'm also learning that we've received a gift from the African American Men of Westchester at $1,000. Thank you very, very much. Oh, and Emma Bernstein, I'm going to go ahead and give you a call out. Thank you for $50. Thank you, Ben and Carly, for $100. Every single donation makes such a difference, and we couldn't thank you enough. With all of that good news, it is my pleasure to introduce our second honoree of the evening, Vincent Scardino and his counselor, Jeanette Coker, and his family and amazing support system.
I'm Jeanette Coker, Hastings High School. I'm the Director of School Counseling. So Vincent is a sweet, caring, fearless young man. He was diagnosed with a learning disability early on, and he is just that kid that was the little engine that could. And I've been amazed with him since the 8th grade. So I decided to nominate him for the Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Award.
I'm Vincent Scardino. I'm a recipient of the Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Award. When I was younger, I had a really hard time understanding, reading, and acknowledging words throughout sentences. It could be even with math, speech. It was just really difficult for me, and it was frustrating at times because you see all the other kids doing it, and I wanted to be like them, but it just never actually worked out.
Vincent has had a really challenging childhood right from the beginning, with early intervention, OT, PT, speech and language, and all through elementary school and middle school and high school. There's always been an educational need, academic need with dyslexia and dysgraphia and dyscalculus. So many different learning disabilities that played together.
Another challenge I had to overcome was in 3rd grade. I had a seizure from an owl pellet dissection was in Miss Higgins' class. It was just really unfortunate, scary time, and I went through all these MRIs and we found out I had a brain tumor.
We were devastated in what that meant and what the steps would be, and we really had to just hold tight, and doctor after test after stay at the hospital. I think we saw so many hospitals until he had his surgery at 14. I mean, it was craniotomy surgery. It was huge. The fears were unbelievable. And yet this little boy, or big boy now, it was like, okay, I'm just going to go do it. It's not that he wasn't afraid, but he never let it stop him. He never let it get him down. And that's remarkable to me.
pretty much spent the rest of his freshman year in recovery and really just working hard to catch up with his classes. And he worked with tutors and he utilized all of his services. And as he moved on through the rest of high school, he just kept doing the same thing. He set goals for himself. He never wavered, even when he was tired, even when he had responsibilities at home. He wanted to continue working ice hockey.
It was a daunting process to receive the right services and navigate the entire special education system, even as an educator. You know what you need and you know what you need to ask for, but at the same time, the system does not make it easy at all. And he required a great deal of services in every area. And without them, he just would have been a statistic. And thank God he was able to get the services, and teachers who have the time and experience to really address small groups of kids and even one-to-one, he was able to thrive.
When you're looking for help or when you're getting help, it's always very important as a student to express yourself and also tell the teachers what you need, because at the same time they're guessing on what you actually need, but you're the person that needs to advocate for yourself. That's a really big important thing.
Reach out to your school counselors, reach out to your social workers, reach out to your school psychologists. We're a resource for you. That's what we're there for. We want you to know that there is hope out there and that there are some wonderful places that you can go and have a bright and wonderful future.
In the beginning of my senior year, I got a lot of feedback from colleges. I actually got accepted to 4. I was ecstatic and excited. I finally got the opportunity to go to 4 of them. And I chose Manhattanville because of their major they have there in physical education. I wanted to pursue that after high school.
When I heard that Vincent was one of the recipients for Overcoming the Odds Award, I was thrilled. I was not that surprised, but yet surprised. And I immediately picked up the phone to call him.
I was excited and I was really grateful because it meant a lot, because it seems like people actually looked at my overcoming and going through all adversity throughout elementary, middle school, and high school. And it was really nice to see some people recognize that.
Congratulations, Vincent. I'm so proud of you for earning this award. You deserve it, and Mommy loves you.
I'm very humbled and honored to receive this award. And a few people I want to thank: my family, first off and most off, is my cousins, Daniel and Anthony, my brothers, Rocco and Frankie, my aunt, my uncle, Uncle Freddie and Aunt Chrissy, my grandparents, and especially my mom, my dad. Me and my mom have a really unique relationship because we just been through so much with the doctors and school and tutoring. And it's just a really great feeling that I have a backbone to go to whenever I need help. And especially with my dad too, with all we've been through, the ups and downs all the way to the end. All my elementary school teachers, I want to thank them because they were there when I was a young boy guiding me. Making the change to Eagle was nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time, starting something new. I want to thank all my teachers and my friends that I made over the years there. At Hastings High School, I want to thank all my teachers. They really drove me and helped me to get to the point I am where today. And it was really important having a counselor like Miss Coker, because she was always there for me whenever I really needed help or I was struggling. She had all the answers I really needed throughout high school. The other 3 recipients of this award, I want to congratulate them for their hard work and dedication and their drive to succeed. I want to thank Student Advocacy for all the work they do to help kids like me.
Thank you, Vincent. You are a beacon of bravery. Not only did you survive challenging physical setbacks, but with the right educational programs, you flourished in your school community and became a major player on your hockey team. That requires bravery even without having recovered from injury or being a full-time student. Congratulations. I see some more donations coming in and want to quickly acknowledge and thank Virginia and Joe Peretti for their gift of $100. Thank you so much. I can't say enough how everything counts. Every contribution is really substantial. We're on our way to our goal of $400,000 for the night. We have come up to $350,000, and that's significant because, I'm also seeing that Joan and Barry Damson gave $5,000. Thank you very much, Joan and Barry. So we have a capstone gift which is very exciting. When we reach $360,000, we're going to receive an extra $25,000, which will get us to 385, and then we'll only be 15,000 away. How did I do all that math? I'm a genius. From our goal. So that's really exciting. So we're basically 10 grand away from our capstone. Oh my gosh, who are we? Thank you all very, very much. This is wonderful. And now, it is my honor to introduce Senator Shelley Mayer. Senator Mayer has been a champion for children in public schools throughout her time in the state legislature. From 2013 to 2017, Senator Mayer served as the chair of the Assembly Education Subcommittee on Students with Special Needs. Her current work as chair of the Education Committee creates greater access to students who qualify for education and for every child, regardless of their needs or their zip code. Much like student advocacy, Senator Mayer has been at the forefront of expanding the educational capacity of schools and increasing educational access to the state's most vulnerable students. And now, a word from Senator Mayer.
Hi, this is State Senator Shelley Mayer. It's truly a pleasure to be here with you, my friends in student advocacy, at the Overcoming the Odds celebration, honoring 4 extraordinary young people who truly have overcome the odds. This has been a very tough year, but also a year of great victories, and particularly for us who fight for education funding and fight for every kid in every school, regardless of where they live or what challenges they face. We were able to deliver a state budget that finally acknowledged how important every child is, regardless of zip code, regardless of personal challenge, regardless of immigration status. This victory belongs to you, the students of New York State. And so for the 4 of you being honored here tonight, for your family, friends, teachers, and all those who support you, for everyone at Student Advocacy, the board, all the generous donors, and all those who make this kind of event possible, and really the transformation of children to find a step up and a path forward. Thank you for letting me share with you. Thank you for acknowledging their hard work. And congratulations to our honorees and to Student Advocacy. You all have overcome the odds this year.
Thank you, Senator Mayer, for your support of student advocacy and for the work you do in support of education and human rights throughout New York State. Please check out more about Senator Mayer at her website. We'll post that in the chat. And thank you to the entire community for the support that you've shown tonight. And now I'd like to thank our Leader of Learner sponsors. Your contribution is an incredible gift to our organization, and we couldn't be more grateful for your support. We will add even more value to this contribution. We're getting closer to our capstone initiation point. We're at 352,500, just about. That's wonderful. I think we also received an anonymous donation of $1,025. Whoever you are, thank you so much. That's wonderful. This is a testimony upcoming to the lifetime impact of student advocacy. It is my pleasure to introduce Kathy Quinn and her daughter, Diane. Diane was a student in the student advocacy community who has grown up to reach the heights of her imagination. Here to share some words on her daughter's behalf is her mom, Kathy Quinn.
Hi, I'm Catherine Quinn, here today to share a message of encouragement and hope. One of the greatest decisions I ever made in my life was reaching out to student advocacy. My daughter Diane began receiving special services for an auditory processing disorder when she was 3 years old. At age 7, when she reached a minimum level requirement, we were told that her services were going to stop. My husband and I knew that this was not the right decision. When I exhausted all avenues to get services back for her, I turned to student advocacy. The first person I spoke to was Karen. That connection and that call changed our world. Karen provided me with resources and guidance and support to advocate properly for my daughter. I happily report that the services were reinstalled for several years, giving her the tools that she needed that enabled her not only to enjoy school, but to become a very good student. I can't emphasize enough to parents how critical it is to reach out to that support and to stand behind this great organization. My daughter, Diane, could not be with us today and asked me to share her sentiments about the power of student advocacy. In her words, I want to thank student advocacy for working with my mom on my behalf. I was too young to know the details to realize what they were doing. I do know one thing. I was provided with services and resources that enabled me to get through school and to get to where I am today. I have a master's degree and several professional certifications, but most importantly, I enjoy and love a career as an art therapist. It's very interesting in life how sometimes the people that make the greatest impact in your life are ones that you will never meet and not even realize how hard they are working for you in the background. Well, that is the people of student advocacy. So I encourage anyone to never give up, to reach out for support, and to, in turn, stand behind this wonderful organization that is making such a difference and a long-lasting impact on so many lives. Thank you. On behalf of my daughter and myself, we would like to congratulate this year's Otto's honorees. Always remember to seek support, do your best, and the world will be an open book for you.
Thank you for sharing your story, Kathy and Diane. It's remarkable how immediately measurable the impact of student advocacy's work is, as well as how absolutely immeasurable the impact is over the course of a lifetime. When one child in a school system receives the educational programming necessary to support their skills and their needs, it opens the door for other students to benefit from those same support systems. So on that note, we'd like to thank our Friend of Family sponsors for their contribution to our efforts. Every gift helps us to better serve our students and to reach more young people who are still seeking advocacy to meet their educational needs. Thank you so much for all your contributions. We'll be accepting donations throughout the night. Even after the show, you can hit the donate button below, you can pledge in the chat, and you can visit our website. Please give whatever you can. Every contribution counts. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our third honoree of the evening, Sissy Ochoa de Leon. Here with her tonight is her counselor, Claire Mayer, and school psychologist, Dr. Logan.
My name is Claire Mayer, and I nominated Sissy Ochoa de Leon for the Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Award. I nominated Sissy for the Overcoming the Odds Award because she's a student who really stands out as her own best self-advocate.
My name is Sissy Ochoa, and I am a recipient of this year's Student Advocacy Overcoming the Odds Award.
When I met her when she was a sophomore in high school, I really noticed that she was someone who developed really strong relationships with adults at the school and really created a school family for herself to fill in the needs.
You know, Sissy, unfortunately, has had to overcome numerous obstacles and challenges, too many for one adolescent and young adult to go through, from the loss of a parent to immigrating to the United States, learning a new language. Through all of these difficult challenges that she's had, she has risen to the occasion.
And I just noticed whenever she faced any of the myriad obstacles in her life, she was always willing and open about going to adults and working closely with us so that she could make sure she addressed those obstacles so she could be successful in her education.
One of the main challenges I had to face was losing my mom. I was 4 years old, and it really affected me a lot as I was growing up. When my mom passed away, I was living with my grandparents, and they were taking care of me and my younger brother. And then my dad was here. He left to the United States when I was 2. When I came to the United States, it was also very challenging because I couldn't speak English. and I had to adapt to a new environment. When I first came into school when I was 7, they made me take an exam, and I took it in English, so I failed it, and instead of putting me in 3rd grade, they put me in 1st, so I was left back 2 grades. But in 6th grade, I asked my counselor if I could do anything about moving up a grade or something like that, and I was able to.
No, I think one of the reasons Sissy has been able to be so successful is because she has connected with adults at our school, and I hope that all families and students understand that we are here to absolutely support them in their educational journey, in their social and emotional well-being, and their personal success.
Asking for help can be one of the hardest things that someone does, but I think that often is the hardest thing for people to do, is just that initial asking for help. We're here to provide that support. What we need to know is the help that is needed. So if there is anything that a family or an individual student is struggling with or going through, we are here to support them in any way that we can. And asking for help is the first step in that road to, recovery, or that road to improvement, that road to a solution to a challenge. Asking for help can be the hardest thing, but also in the same respect, it's the most rewarding thing that you can do for yourself when there is something that needs to be addressed.
Miss Mayer is my counselor, but over the years that I had to work with her, she became one of my best friends. I would tell her what was going on in my house, and she would always ask me if I was doing okay. And also Dr. Logan, my school psychologist, helped me a lot too, because he would always push me on. He would tell me that I could do it. And also my science teacher, Ms. Glenn. It made a difference for me because I was able to know that they were supporting me, and it made me be able to work harder and not give up because I knew I had someone by my side.
When I notified Sissy that she had been honored with the Overcoming the Odds Award, we actually it was myself and Miss Glenn, who is her science teacher of 2 years, so she has a really strong relationship with, and Dr. Logan, our school psychologist, and Miss Leal, our bilingual school social worker. So we got on a Zoom call and got to hold up a sign and cheer for her and celebrate her winning. So it was a fun way to honor all of her hard work.
I don't even think proud is a strong enough word to describe how I feel about Sissy. Through all that she's gone through and all that she's worked for, she deserves everything she has achieved.
I am very honored to be earning this award, and I would really like to thank my counselor, Miss Mayer, and my school psychologist, Dr. Logan, and Ms. Glenn, and I would also like to thank her honor mentor for supporting me and helping me. I would also like to congratulate all the honorees for earning this award. You guys are amazing. I would like to dedicate this award to my mom. Thank you so much to the student advocacies. Thank you for your hard work and for doing this for the students. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Sissy, for your dedication to your dreams. I can't tell you how personally touched I am by your perseverance, by your huge heart, and by your belief in yourself. That's really the most important thing that there is in the world. By stepping fully into your potential, you uplift those around you, and we can't wait to watch you grow. I can say with a full heart of assurance, your mom would be so proud. We also heard that congratulations are in order. Everyone, please give Sissy a round of applause. Chat, snap your fingers. Sissy Ochoa de Leon will be attending Purchase College in the fall. Congratulations, Sissy! I hope I'm not clapping too loudly into my mic, but congratulations. I'm so excited for you. Thank you to everyone here tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay, first things first. we have hit our capstone goal. We're at 363,000, which is just overwhelming. It's monumental. Thank you very, very much. We're so much closer to our goal. We're really almost there, and I am so grateful for each of you here tonight. I'd like to take this time to thank our supporter of students sponsors for their excellent contribution to the ongoing work of the Student Advocacy Initiative. Thank you, Jane and Stuart Weitzman, for your contribution of $500. Thank you, Joe and Leah Del Toro, for your contribution of $150. Please give them cheers and applause in the chat room. I wish I could do that myself, but I can do that right here. Remember, you can use that chat to pledge, say hello to other people, ask a question. You can hit the donate button below. You can visit our website for any amount of contribution you'd like to make. We are so grateful for each gift, and each gift helps us reach our goal of $400,000, helps us serve our community. And yeah, I think we can meet that goal tonight. Do you? Yeah, I think we can do it. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Damia Harris-Madden, Executive Director of the Westchester County Youth Bureau and a true champion for young people in our community. Thank you very much. Here's Dr. Harris-Madden.
For nearly 30 years, the Overcoming the Odds Awards have spotlighted well-deserving youth who have exceeded expectations despite varying circumstances. It is a distinct privilege and honor for me to amplify the exceptional work of student advocacy, especially Otto. For 2 decades, I have worked alongside the leadership and staff who are equity warriors for deserving youth. The awardees tonight are living proof of what authentic and strategic care can manifest when competent and caring adults approach their work with an equity lens. Every problem may not be solved, yet I always feel somewhat comforted when I know student advocacy is involved with a case. Particularly now, more than ever, the unfathomable impacts of COVID on students and families, we are grateful to student advocacy for their support. Families who were on the brink of poverty have now been pushed off the ledge onto the pavement. Students on the cusp of throwing their hands up due to social and emotional isolation are now in the center of despair and further distracted from school. Yet, Otto demonstrates that there is light and hope. There are students who will thrive due to student advocacy support. So from the Office of the County Executive and the Westchester County Youth Bureau, we want to say thank you to student advocacy for your unparalleled work within this space and your commitment to our children, youth, and families. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contributions and for amplifying our work, Dr. Harris-Madden. Westchester County Youth Bureau was among the first funders when the agency began 39 years ago and remains, like us, an equity warrior for youth. We're so grateful for your consistent advocacy on our behalf and your dedication to providing safe spaces and education for young people. I also need to give a huge thank you because our capstone has unleashed. Thank all of you. And thank you to Jill and Rob Bernstein for the capstone gift of $25,000. That is huge. That's more than 20 students more that we can help in a year. And we just, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. I mean, Sissy and Jared and Vincent are just examples of how amazing these young people are. And now I'd like to check in with our advocates. They've put together a video especially for tonight on why they come to work. Well, we couldn't be more grateful that they do. So here's what they have to say.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Shabman, and I come to work at Student Advocacy every day because of my unwavering commitment to our mission, which stands for every student has an ability to get an education. I also come to work because of our dear clients and our very devoted and talented advocacy team. They never cease to amaze me each and every day.
I'm Edith Rosenbaum. I come to work every day because it's an honor to be able to rise to the challenge of using the law, knowing the law, applying the law to help the children and the families who come to us for help and support. We can help a child's life and we help the well-being of the family, and that is a privilege.
Hi, I'm Janine Montoni, and I come to work every day because this agency is a blessing that allows me to connect with parents, guardians, and students in need and provide important information about their educational rights and how to access them efficiently, regardless of race or socioeconomic status.
Hi, I'm Carol Bacumini, and I come to work every day because it allows me to do my dream job, which is to introduce children to the school to the parent, and the child to the parent. It's always a privilege to be of help to them.
Hi, I'm Elena Steinberg. I come to work every day because no student should be defined by her disability. I'm privileged to be part of student advocacy, where our legally based advocacy has such a tremendous impact on students in our community.
Hola, I'm Judy Callan. I am the bilingual advocate, and I come to work every day because of the amazing impact I feel I can have on the life of a child, his family, and oftentimes the impact even ripples out into the community. It's quite rewarding.
Hi, I'm Maria Suchi-Kozak. I come to work every day because I know I can make a lifelong impact when yet another child gets services and becomes a reader and becomes successful, and yet another family gains skills to become strong advocates. That's all a blessing.
Hi, my name is Meryl Rosenblatt. I come to work every day because of the unwavering commitment of everyone we work with, our families, and you as our supporters. There is so much work to be done and so many families to be helped, and I'm just privileged to be part of this. And thank you for all your support and continuing to make this dream of mine possible.
Thank you, advocates, for your joyful contribution of time, effort, compassion, and skill. Without you, so many more students would not be able to receive the education they deserve. Thank you for your dedication and excellent work. We'd like to give a huge thank you to Judy and Leonard Lauder for their gift of $2,500. That's amazing. Thank you, Courtney Dadas and Eric Silver, for your gift of $100. That's amazing. And we are at $392,183. We're almost at $400,000. I can't believe it. The night's not even almost over. Thank you all very much. I know I can't see you, but I feel like you're in my home, and that is so lovely. And I hope you're all happy and healthy and safe wherever you are and enjoying this beautiful evening. I'd like to go ahead and introduce Julian Mack, our fourth and final honoree of the evening, and his advocate and our legal director, Stephanie Shabman.
My name is Stephanie Shabman. I'm the legal director of student advocacy. And Meryl Rosenblatt, who is unable to be here this evening, was the advocate who nominated Julian Mack for tonight's award.
My name is Julian Mack, and I am the recipient of the Overcoming the Odds Award.
Julian was diagnosed autistic when he was about 5 or 6, and we noticed. Right before that, I was noticing that he was having a lot of issues, picking up language, and it was more with issues with him being touched and certain loud noises and things of that nature, and that's what made me go in and get him evaluated. He wasn't able to speak about his ideas and his thoughts and things of that nature, so it made it very difficult for him to socialize with other kids. They always looked at him differently. He was getting bullied, and it got very intense in the school that he was in, and to the point where Julian didn't want to go to school.
There was people bullying me and all those stuff. I tell him can you please tell him to stop messing with me? And I've always ignored him. but there's times that I can't ignore them.
I was told about student advocacy through one of Julian's psychologists over at Westchester Jewish community.
When Merrill Rosenblatt first met Julian and his family, they came to us because Julian, as a result of profound and consistent bullying, was eventually suspended because he reacted to the people who were bullying him.
Julian ended up having to come into one of the IP meetings to advocate, kind of tell them exactly what was happening. Merrill needed him to come in and voice how he felt. He went in there and he pretty much hit it out the park. He told them everything that was happening. And when anybody tried to tell him, something different, he would step up with an example. So Julian pretty much told them exactly what they needed to hear.
When Merrill peeled apart Julian's story, she was able to see what a gentle giant he was and what strength and determination he had to overcome this and still go to school every day.
He really was the one who kept on top of it, reminding me, Mommy, did you speak to Merrill? Mommy, did Merrill do this? He goes, things are happening in school. I need to speak to Merrill. It was just something that he realized that was an opening, and that, he was being heard because of Merrill, that it was really intense. He was just like, he wanted to get things done. Merrill got Julian out of the school system into a different school system, and he's very happy. He's been ecstatic ever since. A totally different kid. He likes going to school. He goes to BOCES in the morning doing his culinary, and in the afternoon he does his schoolwork.
I loved cooking because I used to cook with my grandma. That's what first started. When I first got into it, I used to always cook with my grandmother and my mom. My grandmother told me, if I ever wanted to, someone in my life, I have to, learn how to cook, and then you'll get a lot of women in your life. That's what my grandma told me.
Now it's just basically he's calling me to, he's sending me pictures of things that are happening in the school, but they're positive things. Him culinary, him cooking, telling me he loves making this, making that. He tasted something different. It's a totally different Julian. I would love to say thank you to Merrill Rosenblatt. She was essential to all the positive things that have happened to Julian since student advocacy came along. She has made Julian's life so much better, and I would like to say thank you to her and to student advocacy.
Without the support of a wonderful advocate like Merrill Rosenblatt, she would have not gotten to the core of the issues that Julian was facing, and without the grit and resilience of Julian and his family, he would not be in this wonderful program today, working towards obtaining a Regents diploma.
I'm going to be graduating high school next year, and possibly, I'm going to be doing culinary arts in Westchester Community College.
I am very proud of Julian. He has a great heart, a good person, and if he continues on that track, he'll be a great man.
In honor of winning this Overcoming the Odds award, I would like to thank my family and friends, especially Merrill. I feel honored when I won this great Overcoming the Odds award. Most people voted for me to win this award. I am truly glad that I won this beautiful award. Congratulations to the three other people that won the Overcoming the Odds awards. Thank you, student advocacy.
Thank you, Julian, for choosing to advocate for yourself. I can't wait to try your cooking. Please consider this my formal reservation for a non-specific time, no meal request. Chef's choice is great. To be able to move beyond being treated unfairly to speaking up on your own behalf is phenomenal. You're being seen, you're being supported, and you're using your gifts to literally feed your community. Congratulations. I know this is just the beginning of your journey. So thank you, Stephanie, Merrill, and Julian's mom, Yahidra, for your wonderful, persistent faith and determined action in Julian's support. We're so excited for where he'll go next. We are now, as I'm being told, at $394,883. We are just over 5,000 short of our goal. I can't tell you how much I appreciated what you've given so far, your time, your attention, whatever financial contributions you've been able to make. But this basically boils down to us being able to serve 5 more students to help these, and that's such a significant, we're acknowledging 4 tonight who are just examples of the many students we serve whose potential gets unfolded over the course of several years working with an advocate and whose school is changed for the better. So we'd like to thank you so much and just encourage you to please give. If you haven't given yet tonight, consider doing so now. Any amount is wonderful, large, small, whatever you can give, whatever feels right to you. We're so grateful for that contribution. We've received some donations from Karen Stone, from Johnny Walker, from Ron and Joan Holder. So thank each of you. And I'd like to introduce Robin Falkoff and Deborah Goldfarb. They are this year's Auto Committee chairs. Thank you so much. Here's Robin and Deborah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Deborah Goldfarb.
And I'm Robin Falkoff, and we're your co-chairs for tonight's event.
Robin and I want to thank you for joining us tonight. This is our second virtual auto, and it's been another inspiring evening together. We hope tonight you were able to experience what student advocacy is all about and gain a deeper understanding of the impact that student advocacy has on young people in our community. Educational advocacy is vital to our students' success. After all children have the right to an education that meets their needs. A special thanks to our MC, Catherine Ella Wood, Sharice Jervis-Hill and her amazing team at Events to Remember, the Selection Committee, Gala Stream for producing another special evening, and of course, the staff and board at Student Advocacy for their dedication to our mission.
We want to thank the nominators for taking time to tell the story of our Auto Award honorees. I joined Student Advocacy because I was so moved by the stories shared at last year's event that I knew I wanted to do everything I could to help. So here I am as this year's co-chair with Deb. The nominations submitted this year were compelling and so moving. The honorees truly deserve to be proud of themselves for overcoming the odds, but we are surely proud of each and every one of them. As we conclude the evening, we'd like to ask each of you to be as generous as you can so we can continue to offer services to children and adolescents who are struggling, and yet with the right support, they're able to succeed. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Be well and be safe.
Thank you, Robin and Deborah. Also, Deborah, your artwork is distractingly gorgeous. But thank you so much for your incredibly hard work. And Robin, thank you too. We also want to make sure we give a huge shout out to Pack Creative for this evening's wonderful slideshows and for Student Advocacy's beautiful website. We hope that the students you met this evening and the students who have shared their hopes and dreams for the future will inspire and uplift each and every one of you watching to make sure that all young people have the resources to achieve their dreams. We've hit our goal, and that's thanks to each and every one of you. And that's also a huge thanks to Elizabeth and Jeffrey Berman, who contributed $5,017 to help us get there. And we've crossed the finish line with a $25 donation from someone. So thank you very much. And I'd like to say also that this is in honor of the memory of Herb Fishman. So thank you very much for doing that and for doing that in honor of someone who must be so special and close to you. So we'll definitely have to get in touch after the event to learn more. Education really does change lives and give people hope for a brighter future and a brighter future for generations to come. I've had such a wonderful time with you this evening. I'm thrilled to have gotten to spend it with each of you. I'm thrilled that collectively we surpassed our goal for the evening. I'm humbled and I'm honored to be a small part of this community. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you a wonderful evening and thank you for your generosity, commitment, and most importantly, Thank you for being a part of the student advocacy community. Your encouragement and contributions matter and make a tremendous difference. Thank you and have a wonderful night.